Hi y'all, it's Joanne. Welcome to my channel. Hope y'all will all join me this morning and do a little craft with me. It's Saturday morning here and I was just trying to figure out what I wanted to do. And I know I've got so much stuff laying around that I don't use for whatever reason. Actually, sometimes I don't think there is a reason. You just kind of don't use them. So I decided just to grab something today and do something with it. So this is what I came up with. I grabbed this little pad. It's a Tim Holtz Distress collection, and it's just the little cards. They've got a really nice texture to them, but I never use them. I think some of them are too dark, some of them are too bright, but they're really pretty, and I thought I've got to do something with them. So I pulled some out and just cut them all in half, and some of them were just too loud for me, I guess. So what I came up with, oh, and the other thing is I also have envelopes. Well, we always have just these plain ones, but I had a batch of these old Remax envelopes, and they're really nice ones. The texture's beautiful on it. It's like that linen paper. So I wanted to do something with these, so I coffee dyed them. Coffee dyed some regular envelopes, and this is what I ended up making. So this is what we're going to make today. This is just one of my vintage envelopes that I've made many times. I do different things with them, but I thought I'd come on and do a little craft with me and show you how I do them. I'm sure everybody, does them in some way or another. So let's see. I wanted to get an old magazine to glue on or ink on. I'm going to start off, just get an envelope. This is walnut stain, and I'm just going to start inking. They've already been coffee dyed, like I said. So that part's ready, and it's already given it some texture and a little background. And I inadvertently glued all the flaps down. I wasn't thinking when I coffee dyed. I just did it and didn't turn them up so they wouldn't stick. So we're going with that. We're going to do something with those too. I just want to give this a little more color, a little more distress. Get them nice and vintagey. Okay, I think that's a good start. And now, since like I said, I glued that together, I'm just going to cut a little bit off the top. So we'll have use of the envelope. Get rid of that. And now I'm going to take, where is it? Take my straight edge here and just rough up the envelope a little bit. Kind of loud, isn't it? And just give it some scrapes and scratches. Dig out little pieces here and there. Just try to get it nice and old, vintagey looking. Cut that a little bit, but that's fine. We'll just pull that out. Just gives it an older, beat up look. Okay, that's fine for now. I may go back over it a little later, but get the idea. And just go ahead and ink that up. The inside just a wee bit. This side. Okay, and now I just start layering on some stamping or stencils. Actually, It's upside down, but I won't tell if you won't. And just kind of go over here and there with the stamp. I've got a couple of these. I might put just a tiny bit of this one on. Yeah, a little bit different. Don't do the back also. So what's everybody doing this lovely Saturday? It's so nice and sunny and pretty here now. Love this Florida weather. Although it actually, believe it or not, gets a little too warm for me. Oops, cut that a little too straight. There. I like that better. All right, what else? We've got to get some more stamping. Maybe I'll do, or stenciling. I think I'll use this one. And let me get a different color. Yeah, maybe I'll get this. This is that fired, what is it? Fired brick. If I can open it. Goodness, that one always seems to get stuck. Oops. Actually, you know what? These makeup brushes work better with some of these stencils. Some of them kind of lift up too much, and I find it goes better with these. Do y'all have any? Let me know in the comments what you think of them. All right, I'm doing a little bit more on the back here. Just here and there, get a little something on it. Okay, there's that one. I think, yeah, that's about it for this part. And I wanted to show you, I did a couple others this morning. Just used some different stencils, but they're just all nice and vintage looking. And here's the Remax one. I'm back. I just had another little camera glitch. I was just showing you, this is the Remax envelope. So we're going to do something with these. But first I want to show you what I do here. Probably should have showed this first, but I just pulled some different things that I want to use. I've got 2 trays here of things I might want to use doing this. I've got some more stencils there. I've got some tags. These are from Lindsay Zenor. And some Graphic Fairy. Fussy cut some flowers and roses. And then I've got my bag of appliques and laces and things that I might use. I have a lot of this stuff in my shop if you'd like to take a look. But I'm going to pull from this tray, and then let me put it over here. And then I've got another tray. And this one's just got, these are some small little snippets of things that we could do clusters with. And then over here I have some larger sheets, some mulberry paper, dictionary paper, just different things I might want to use. So I'm going to put these over here and go ahead and get started. So we'll just grab one of these envelopes that we started with. Got this one. Let me move this camera a little. Anyway, so we have this one. I'm going to grab one of the background cards. I did a green one. Maybe I'll just do this burnt orange coral colored one. And I really don't want it taking up a lot of real estate on there, so I'm just going to trim some of this off. Just gonna tear it some, make it a little bit smaller. There, okay. And then let's see what we want to use here. Got a book page here. This is from my Romeo and Juliet book. Just maybe layer that. What else? Oh, here's a little piece of mulberry paper. I'm going to use that. I love this stuff. Do y'all work with mulberry paper? I'm sure I've mentioned before. I've only recently discovered it the last few months, but I really like working with it. All right, what else? Just kind of flipping through this, see what else we could put down. Oh, here's a little bit of napkin that's kind of in that color. Actually, I think I'm going to take this off and just glue that down real quick. Give us a start here. Gentle. Put that right on our base. So we've got that. Hi y'all. Believe it or not, it's been 3 days since I started this video. Right in the middle of doing this envelope, my whole system shut down on me. I was using a gimbal and it decided it didn't want to work anymore. So I had to order some new things. Anyway, we left off in the middle of making this one. So I just added some different bits and pieces on here. And one of my appliques, and these I have in my shop if you might be interested. But this is another one. And then I wanted to go ahead and do this Remax one. So I don't even remember if I did this one on camera or not, where I took another one of the little cards I'm trying to use up. I'm going to cover the Remax with that, and then I've got some little bits and pieces that I want to put on here and kind of see what we can come up with. Maybe this or another napkin. That. Got some more of the mulberry paper. I don't know, what do you think? Oops, get over there. Maybe do some of these. I don't know, I think I'm going to use some mulberry paper just because I like it so much. Get another magazine to glue on. I left the top off of my glue stick and now it's all gummy and gloppy. I don't know, that was a big glop there. I don't know how well it's gonna work, but let's give it a shot. And do we want this? That one? I think I'm gonna use this, but I'm gonna tear it a little bit. Yeah, I think I'll put that on. Come on, glue stick, you can do it. It's too bad. I really like this brand too. I've shown it to you before. It's the Scotch Create. I think it works pretty good. I've had a lot of trouble with different glue sticks. All right, what else? I think maybe we'll put another applique on. Could do that one or that. not showing up so well. I don't know. I think I'm going to go with that one. I'm going to use some of my Fabri-Tac though. Which side's up? Like I said, I've got some of these appliques in my shop. I've got different sets. I'm starting to do, ooh, there's a big old thread there. Starting to put more supplies in the shop. I know when I was first starting out, just doing things for myself, my own junk journals and whatnot, any supplies I wanted to buy, or not any, a lot of them, it just seemed like you had to buy so many at a time. And I didn't need so many at a time. It's like, you know, you have to buy 1,000 of these or 1,000 of those, and I didn't want that many. It was just me. So I thought, now that I have a shop, I'm going to start having supplies in more reasonable quantities for people. And I'm doing sets, like combining appliques with stickers and lace and different things like that. And I've got some really pretty rose gold staples. In fact, that's what I've used on here. I don't know if you can even see it, but they're really pretty. And anyway, back to the envelope. So this is this one. I like how that came out. I've covered up the Remax and made use of an envelope that's just been sitting around. My son used to work for Remax. That's why we have a few extra ones. So that was one that we made. And let's see. This is one I made off camera while I was waiting. This is some of the lace that I have in the shop in an applique. And this is a tag I got from Lindsay Zenor and a stamp from Johnny at Junk Journal Shop in a Happy Mail package. And then this is the first one. And again, we've just got all the stamping and stenciling, coffee dyeing, age it up, and just layer a bunch of things. And like I said, I was trying to figure out a use for some things that I haven't been using. So, and that's what these were. So I think that put them to good use. I guess that's it for today. So thank you for being here. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll talk to you soon. Happy crafting.